Greetings, everyone. Kicking Life Guru, Master Rich Grogan here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. So, today's message, how do we handle unjust, disrespectful criticism? And I put on there, a round kick to the head? Boy, I'll tell you what, wouldn't that feel good sometimes? Now, I'm not saying go out and kick people in the head or bang, right hook of reality right there at you. But I am saying, kind of seems like back a few years ago, we had a lot less, I don't want to say jerks in the world. Yeah, a lot less jerks because we can handle things a little bit differently. But now, it's not like I can jump through the phone or jump through the computer and smack everybody around that is disrespectful or rude. Yeah, I would like to. And a part of me thinks, yes, that would be the answer. But I realize that's not the answer. There's no way I can do that. I can't jump into the computer or into the phone here. So get that thought out of your head. I'm telling you that because I need to get it out of my head. But how do we handle that? Especially when we're unjustly disrespected and criticized. It happens. I recently had Benji Molina on my podcast. Benji Molina, those that are Cardinal fans, Yadier Molina, that's his older brother. And I give a shout out to Benji here. Absolutely wonderful book. So if you haven't bought the book, check it out. And if you haven't listened to the podcast, please do so. Fabulous podcast. But what Benji brought up was this. He said he was a professional baseball player, and of course, he had people criticizing him all the time. He played in San Francisco, and then when he was kind of toward the end of his career, Buster Posey was coming up, and he did a great job of mentoring Buster Posey. But anyway, long story short, he had his share of criticism. And what he brought up on the podcast was this. He said, people criticized Jesus when he was here. Who is he to think, Benji is, that is, who is he to think that people aren't going to criticize him? So think about that. If people criticized and eventually crucified Jesus Christ there, then who are we that we're not going to be criticized? I know, it kind of makes you go, makes you think about it for a minute. So there's people out there that you're never going to please, you're never going to make happy. They're always going to find things to criticize you about. So how do you handle it? The round kick to the head? The right hook of reality? Those are all choices, I guess. But like I said, you can't jump through the computer, you can't jump through the phone and do it as much as you may like to. But what you can do, and what I usually sometimes end up doing, is spending way, way, way too much time thinking about them, focusing on them, and trying to get, even or back with them. It doesn't make any sense. That may be the only thing they've got to do is sit there and criticize you. So don't do it. Here's what I do, and I'm working on it. So I need this more work, but I'm getting better. It's this. I think about my why. My why is why I'm doing this, why I'm doing these video blogs, why I do everything I possibly can to inspire, empower, and motivate people. And I know I get people all the time who will ask, say, people actually criticize you? Yeah, I've got haters out there too. As much as it breaks my heart, and it truly does, it makes me frustrated because I'm a fighter. But, on the other side is like, man, what could I do differently? Well, the truth is, if you know in your heart you're doing the right thing, you know in your heart your why, your purpose is all about giving your heart to help out others, then you know what? The people that don't like you, it's not you they don't like. There's a good chance they don't like themselves. So what they do is they find things to criticize. So focus on your why, focus on your purpose, focus on why you're doing it. Why you're doing it. And for me, it's to inspire and empower others. And if somebody doesn't want to be inspired, doesn't like my message, well, you know what? They don't have to. That's okay. But what I need to do, and if you're like me, if you're out there doing your best to live your best possible life, to help others live their best possible life, and you get some unjust criticizing, and people are saying negative, rude, ugly, jerkful things to you, you know what? Let it go. Yes, easier said than done. But if you focus the amount of time and energy that I've done in the past, these keyboard warriors, getting into an argument with them, you're never going to win. You're never going to win because they have nothing better to do. And what that does is that takes your time away from what you should be doing, which is trying to inspire and empower and motivate the people that want to be inspired, empowered, and motivated. Whoa, I know, because there's only so much time, right? So if I focus this amount of time on trying to get back at this guy who was a jerk to me online, who, like I said, probably has nothing better to do, then I'm taking away the time from my family, from my friends, from the kids and adults and teens that I'm trying to inspire, because there's only so much time. So by me repeating this message over and over again helps remind me, look, I've only got so much time. I don't want to take that time, getting into a Facebook war of words, easy for me to say, right? War of words battle on Facebook or social media with this person. Let them go. I promise you, it's not you they have a problem with. It's themselves. And if you don't reply back to them, they go fishing, they try and get you lured in. And if they do, now you got an engagement going back and forth. But if you let it go, I promise they'll find somebody else. Because once again, chances are it's not you they have a problem with. It's themselves. And if they don't want to be inspired by you, they don't want to be empowered by you, if they don't like you, it's hard for me to say this because I do everything I can to try and inspire everybody. You got to let it go. Use your time wisely. And as Benjamin Lita said, look, if people are going to criticize Jesus Christ and eventually crucify him, who are we to think we're any better than that? So we're out there. Yes, it's hurtful. Yes, it drives me nuts. Yes, I'd like to jump through and show them a little honor and respect, to teach them honor and respect, but that's not the way to do it. You can't do it that way. Think about why you're doing it. Think about your message. Think about who your message is to and for, and then focus your energy and time on that. Okay, that's what you got to do. Because people, you know what? Some people, that's all they look for. They look for people to try and chop down. They look for things to criticize. They look for people to, unjustly criticize and like I said, lure out there, try and fish you in. Let it go. Steve Harvey said in his book, what was the name of his book? I think it was Jump. Anyway, he's got a couple great books out. But anyway, the book was Wolves Howl at the Moon All the Time. That's just what they do. That's no big story. But if the moon would howl back, that's a story. So you be the moon. Be up there with the stars. Don't howl back at the wolves. Let them howl all they want. I'm tongue-tied tonight, aren't I? Of course, easier said than done, just like everything else. But I'm telling you, I get it too. One, I'm going to share this with you. And please, as always, leave your comments, thoughts, and feedback below. And then please share this with others who could benefit from this message. One of the craziest ones I've ever gotten before, somebody shredded me on social media. I posted some video of me doing some martial arts techniques. And am I perfect at martial arts? I'm not perfect at anything. I've been doing martial arts almost 40 years, so I feel like maybe I've got a little bit of knowledge in that area. At least I hope so. Anyway, this person shredded me to no end, and I typed back, I shouldn't even bother, but I typed back, hey, I'm very humbled by your knowledge. Thank you so much for taking the time to, critique my technique or something. Well, this person types back, you ready for this one? Hold on to yourself. They type back and say, any man that uses the word humble is no man to me. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? And this is in the martial arts group. So he said any man that uses the word humble or humility is not a man. I was like, holy cow. Well, just so you know, our number one black belt principle is humility, all about keeping an open mind, always striving to try and learn new knowledge, always learning from others. So, I don't know. I was like, oh my gosh, wow. And of course, this same gentleman, he every single time he posts something, you see his name pop up, he's criticizing and ripping somebody. And so it's not just me I had a problem with. Like I said, it's a problem with himself. But at the same time, this is the funny part, if you will. He's always saying, I can't get any students. Who wants to hire me? Who can help me grow my business? Well, you look in the mirror, pal, right? So I'm not criticizing him. I don't want to jump down that road, but just kind of funny that it kind of comes full circle back at him. He's ripping everybody else, but then can't understand why nobody will go to his studio, why he can't get any students, why nobody will hire him. Makes you think, doesn't it? So anyway, as I said, don't spend any more time on it than you need to, which is zero time. Focus on your why, focus on your purpose, focus on why you're doing it to help out others. And let those critics and naysayers go by the wayside. And once again, a reminder, look, people criticize Jesus, and he was perfect, right? So who are we to think people aren't going to criticize us? There you go. Bang, there's your right hook. Bang, there's your left hook. And as always, comment below. Share this with somebody who could use inspiration. Share this with somebody who's dealing with a Facebook battle or social media battle right now. Because you can't win those battles. Focus your time and energy on what you do best. Focus on the good things you have in your life. Focus on your family. If you run a business, focus on your business. If you have a job, focus on your job. If you're a motivational speaker, focus on that. Whatever you do, do your best. And something I tell the kids, and the kids have got this memorized, baby, because it's powerful. I tell them this, when you do your best, and the kids will finish it, when you do your best, you become your best. And when you don't, you won't. And you never become your best by focusing your energy on criticizing someone else. Focus your energy on bettering yourself in order to better others. Now, one last thing. Criticism sometimes can be very helpful. It can. But what I'm talking about is when somebody goes out of their way just to disrespect you online or just try and pick a fight with you online and you buy into it. I've done it. don't do it. Your time is better spent on helping everybody else. That's what I got for you today. So as always, please share this with somebody who could benefit from this message. Comment in the comment box below. And until we talk again, you get out there and do your best. And I promise you'll be your very best. God bless you. God bless your loved ones. I can't wait to talk to you again real soon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.